and I hear you call out my name. Listen, my child, you say to me, I am the voice of your history. Be not afraid, come follow me. Answer my call and I'll set you free. In the wind and the pouring rain, I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice that always is calling you. I am the voice, I will remain. I am the voice in the fields when the summer's gone, the dance of the leaves when the autumn winds blow. Ne'er do I sleep throughout all the cold winter long. I am the force that in springtime will grow. I am the voice of the past that will always be filled with my sorrows and blood in my fields. I am the voice of the future. Bring me your peace. Bring me your peace in my wounds. They will heal. I am the voice in the wind and the pouring rain. I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice that always is calling you. I am the voice. I am the voice of the past that will always be. I am the voice of your hunger and pain. I am the voice of the future. I am the voice. I am the voice. I am the voice. I am the voice. Welcome, dear friends, fellow travelers, enchanted ones. I'm most enchanted to have you here today. My name is Jo Castor, and I am an actor. I'm also a soprano. I dubbed myself an ethereal soprano many years ago. If you'll read the program, it'll tell you everything. I'm very happy this afternoon to share with you some wonderful a cappella singing and also some improv singing as well. 3 years to the day, lockdown occurred. Most of us weren't happy about that. Most of us endured it. I think none so better than the creatives who, I'll be honest, spend most of their time working indoors and from home anyway. When I was in lockdown, I found myself doing my singing practice and just playing around with my voice, just singing any old thing. And then it occurred to me, the one thing that most classical musicians are almost discouraged from doing is improvisation, is trusting their own creativity, going with the flow, seeing what comes. And I thought to myself, as a classically trained singer, I need to release these inhibitions, and they really are inhibitions. I thought to myself, as I was singing, just making music up as I went, what if I just turned on my microphone, started recording, and just sang the first thing that came to my mind, the first thing that came to me instinctively. And I did that. I listened back to it, and I thought to myself, I wonder what else I can do with this. From there, I recorded more, and I kept on adding to it, and I created these little and sweet words. It was an exercise for me in getting in touch with my creative instincts, ones that I hadn't been encouraged to explore while I was training at the London College of Music. It's almost a form of channeling, almost a form of spiritual channeling. I'm not gonna say I'm psychic, I'm not. But I'd like to share some of that with you today now. It's just get in touch with my creativity, just go with the flow and see what comes. And if you feel moved in your creativity, please do join in. I'd love for you to sing along with me. Spiritu see me dance, oh see me dance, oh see me dance, come a tu che One thing I like to do is just sort of make up the words as I go along. Genuinely just make up a language. If it does sound like any languages that's written and you happen to know what that is, and I do apologize if any unsavory words were spoken. Right. Now I'd like to share with you some of my favorite Irish pieces, one of which is a beautiful golden gem from the Emerald Isles. Or should I say emerald gem? This is a traditional Irish piece called Mogillim Mar. And if anyone does speak proper Gaelic, it only just occurred to me this morning that I was pronouncing one word incorrectly, so I do apologize for any mistakes I may make. Fun fact, my teacher's Irish, and thankfully she doesn't speak a word of Gaelic. Irish. Ah, yeah. I'm good. Come in, please. She mulig mogilama, shama hesagelanar, sudna sheni vorasven, she mulig nogelan mar, shema hetzegelan mar, sunna sheni borasven, mogelan mar, bim shabrim erbachka glo, equiga siguteno, Shimlik mogelan mar, shema hey, sagelan mar, sunna shendi vorasven, mogelan mar, miloro qui, gosrike no. Ich nege ich hatte noch the magic ingante you ude mishiwi ambakabio se shelfui is we cloquedu soon shendi voras men o Greek magenar shemulik magenar shema hey sagelar soon shendi voras men o Greek magenar Thank you, thank you. Of course, I don't want this concert to be all about me. I brought some songs that I would love for you to join in with. That's right, it's a sing-along. So, without further ado, I would like to tell you a couple of tales from the Emerald Isles. The first one is of the brightest star from the county down. Hands up if you don't know it. Nope. No, good, we're good. Okay. So, without further ado, this is the star of the county down. Near to Banbridge town in the county down, one morning in July, down at Barring Green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. Oh, she looked so neat from her 2 white feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, had to shake myself to make sure I was really there. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Gate, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, I scratched my head as I gazed with a feeling clear. And I said I to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. Oh, he smiled at me, and with pride said he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. She's young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Gate, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Hey! At the harvest fair she shall be there, so I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, and I'll try sheep's eye and Lutheran lies on the heart of the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, though my plough will rust and brown, till the smiling bride by my own fireside says the star of the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Gate, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Oh, from Bantry Bay up to Derry Gate, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Thank you. And I hope you'll really join in with this one. This is a real toe tapper. This is The Spanish Lady. A few years ago, probably a few hundred years ago now, the people of Spain emigrated to Ireland. And that's why there's probably a lot of Spanish influence in Ireland's culture today, and certainly in their songs. Actually, Mogillanmar, which I sang a while ago, the translation for that, there's some rumor or tale on the wind that that song is actually a homage to the Spanish who promised to come over and helped the Irish fight the English, but unfortunately they turned around and went back home. So to this day, I'm not sure if that's actually an homage or a facetious dedication. But, well, let's do a more jaunty one. This is the Spanish lady. Let's see. As I went down to Dublin City at the hour of 12 at night, who should I see but the Spanish lady washing her feet by candlelight? First she washed, then she dried, then over a fire of amber coals. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the soul. Whack-a-tura, lura lady, whack-a-tura, lura lady. Whack-a-tura, lura lady, whack-a-tura, lura lady. As I came back from Dublin City at the hour of 8:30, who should I spy but the Spanish lady, brushing her hair in broad daylight? First she tossed it, then she brushed it, on her lap was a silver comb. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the soul. Whack-a-tura, lura lady, whack-a-tura, lura lady. Whack-a-tura, lura lady, whack-a-tura, lura lady. As I came back from Dublin City, as the sun began to set, who should I spy but the Spanish lady, catching a moth in a golden net? When she saw me, then she fled me, lifting her petticoat over her knee. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so shy as the Spanish lady. Whack-a-tura, 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 whack-a-tura. When she saw me, then she fled me, lifting her petticoat over her knee. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so shy as the Spanish lady. Whack-a-tura, lura lady, whack-a-tura, lura lady. Whack-a-tura, lura lady, whack-a-tura, lura lady. Thank you. This next one I'm going to share with you is one I've written myself, and yes, it's one I've written myself, and I have continually promised myself to write music to go along with it. Now, don't worry, it has a melody, it just has no accompaniment to join in with it. But the couple of times I've sung it a cappella, it's been very well received. So it's probably one of those songs that doesn't even need accompaniment, doesn't even need any other instruments with it. This song is a ballad, a folk song I've written. It tells the story of a young wanderer walking by the river somewhere in France, and suddenly they stop and they hear crying coming from the falls that overlook the river. They follow the sound all the way up to the very top of the reservoir, and they see the most beguiling creature, human, obviously, but they seem to be so unearthly beautiful that the wanderer doesn't know quite if they're human, if they're an angel, if they're male or female. They don't know what they are. All they know is that they are crying their heart out into the falls. And the wanderer sees them looking into the falls, and for a moment sees all hope drain from their eyes. They're ready to jump. Can the Wanderer save them? Can the Wanderer stop them before it's too late? We shall see. This song is mostly in English, but it is partly in French as well. It's called Ange de Reservoir. Ange, ange, qui vous might I ask what's troubling you? Ange, ange, dites-moi, why do you sit upon the reservoir? While out one night by the Rivière de la Lune, the moon shone brightly on its waters, I heard a soft echo rippling from the falls, and the calls that it cried were crying for help. Following the path up to the falls, I found them there on the edge, an angel singing rain into the falls with a sweet, melancholy chanson. Ange, ange, qui vous might I ask what's troubling you? Ange, ange, dites-moi, why do you sit alone on the reservoir? Note for note, tear for tear, I could hear their story singing loudly. Un femme, who or what I could not tell, but hell I could see was screaming in their eyes. They had been through war, heartache and more than I knew I could bear. A heart so broken its shattering cries echoed through its melancholy chanson. Ange, ange, pourquoi plaisir-tu? Please tell me what is troubling you. Ange, ange, qu'est-ce que c'est qui ne va pas? Why do you cry alone on the reservoir? The angel cried, Mother firmly, mother me, je prie pour les sons of more. The howls of their heart pierced my own with a lonely cry from the past. I could hear my voice in the words of their song. For a time it was my own. But hope is louder than the bellowing rain. So I sang with hope that they'd hear me through the falls and sing with me my hopeful chanson. Ange, ange, j'ai t'entends. My heart bleeds with you, it sings your song. Ange, ange, écoutez-moi. Please step back, turn away from the reservoir. Ange, ange, tu n'es pas seul. Your song is my song, I know it too well. Ange, ange, regarde-moi. I'm with you, I see you on the reservoir. Under moonlight, overlooking into the darkness of the falls. Then all time seemed to stand still, one step away from fading from this life. Then the angel stepped back from the falls, turned to me and sang, Ange, ange, qui why do you care? Have you suffered too? Ange, I sang, ange, oui. My pain is your pain. Take my hand and sing with me. Ange, ange, notre sens solemn. Our songs are one now. Let them ring out once again. Ange, ange, chantez avec moi, ange douce envoie. Thank you. I would like to share another moment of impromptu singing, and if you feel moved to do so, please do join in with me. Maybe you'd like to clap, maybe you'd like to stomp, maybe you'd like to add in some bass. I'd love for you to join me. So just see what my creativity can come up with. In fact, let's make this even more fun. I'm going to give you a note. I'm going to give you a note, and then I'm going to sing a note. Can you manage that? No? How about this? Can you do that? Yeah. Carry on. Nice. All together now. you guys like to join in? Yeah? No. It doesn't matter if we go left or right. It doesn't matter if we fall or fight. It doesn't matter where we go. What matters is we go there. Hee-oo, 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 hee-oo. Thank you for taking part. I understand that's completely daunting and utterly outrageous. How dare anyone demand us to sing? Yes, yeah. Believe me, I've been there. I know how intimidating it can be. But that was wonderful. It was wonderful that I could share that with you. And that's the sort of thing I practice, just making it up as we go along. It is completely and utterly freeing. And when you trust your creative instinct, you'd be surprised what it can create. It's like it's its own identity. It's its own individual living inside you. It has a lot to say. It has a lot to tell you if you listen to it. Well, it can take you to some magical places. If you doubt it, that's when it goes belly up. I would like to finish now. I'm completely under time, but I understand that a lot of people probably want to get back to their day jobs, or their regular jobs. This is another song I wrote, completely a cappella. Well, it wasn't a cappella when I wrote it. A couple of months ago, I was at Hampton Court Palace doing an immersive theatre known as the Palace of Light. It was just me out in the courtyard, standing on a platform that was in the shape of a very large ball gown. You thought singing on cue was... you thought singing on demand was ridiculous. But there was some very beautiful music playing in the background. It was just me, and I was to say hello and goodbye to the people who came to visit the Palace of Light. As this music was playing, I thought, I know some music that could go with this. I can hear it now in my head. So I just started singing, and before I knew it, I was writing a song. This is a little song I wrote from the Palace of Light. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Share a Dance With Me. Come and share a dance with me. The wind calls The stars blaze and burn. Why not share a dance with me? Why not share a dance with me? Why not share a dance with me? I'd like to thank you all for coming here today, and thank you for sharing some of my favorite music with me. And I promise next time it will be a little less daunting with the sing-alongs. But thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day and stay enchanted.